Good morning, noon, or night, whenever you decide to click on and scroll. Today is Monday. Today's Monday, but it's not a normal Monday. I wanted to go to a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu class, but I just let myself sleep. So tomorrow I have to make time for it, even though I'll be watching my son. So I'm gonna see if someone could swap me so I could go because I need to. But I didn't have my 5 a.m. and it was weird. And then I had like 8, 9, and then didn't have my 9. So again, weird. But I was still up. And I was awake, but then not awake. I was awake looking at the market, of course, because starting to get a new habit. Good or bad, because currently, I am in the negative. The goal is to come out of the negative into the positive. And I even told myself like I would set specific times, and I did. And I played it right and wrong. I played it wrong at first and then right after. And then I kept jumping in at the different times that the market opened up, which is typically what I wanted to do in the first place. Is the best time, because the most volatility, if you could catch it at the right point, would be when that market first opens up. And a lot of the strategies that I was looking at call upon watching the very beginning of the market. And then what's very interesting is the second part. So the first 15 minutes is, who knows? The goal is figuring it out. And then the second 15 minutes really tells you like where the market is going to move. So I've been doing that, and then it's really tough because sometimes it's like a facade, but then sometimes it shows you which way the market's really going to move. And so I jumped in on these right points, and I made some. And of course, walking away with a couple $100 wasn't enough for me because my account is so far in the negative that I have to jump back in more to get it. Well, along the way, of course, I make some mistakes and I lose some more, and then basically break almost even. And then now for the day, I'm slowly waiting to either lose more or make more, depending on, again, what's going on. But one thing my buddy was telling me is just like, yo, once you make like your $100 for the day, like go, get out, you're done. Like why, I just couldn't. I mean, I was so much in that negative space. And then also, you risk a lot more, but like there is a lot of potential upside to being able to like pull off these trades sometimes. Like as it goes up and it goes down, like you have an opportunity to really grab everything in between if you know how to do it, and you get lucky, I guess, and kind of do your little bit of research and kind of pray for the best type of thing. So, I mean, I caught the market as it was dropping. It was still continuing to drop a little bit, and now it's kind of leveling out, which I do and don't like because I did do a sell. So, if it does level out or go back up, then I'm going to get screwed, because this morning earlier it bought and it went up. And I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense, because it dropped so low. It went up so high and then dropped so low. Like, it's got to even back out. No crazy news had moved the needle at all as well. So, yeah, that's enough of my Forex spiel. My goal is to kind of keep that one focused in the beginning of the day and potentially later, like midnight-ish, only because like London trades at midnight, so it's really tough to like not want to be in that. And then at 5 in the morning, New York is in the exchange too, so it's just like, yeah. But more to come as we learn and progress. With that being said, I still have my portfolio for my Schwab account that is slowly gaining traction as well, which is awesome. That one is meant to just be a slow progression uphill, so I'm excited. This one's a little bit quicker, so we'll see what happens and how it works. But the overall goal is the same. The Forex market, I'm going to find a way to get me a house by trading gold. you know, and making money from it, because I know I'm smart enough. I just have to be disciplined enough. And I think that's where I always let myself down, is, you know, being disciplined enough to know when to walk away, because if not, you just start losing it. And then my stepdad helped me huge with the stock market with our Schwab option trading exchange, so I appreciate him for that, and helping me with starting that account and gaining, you know, traction in that portfolio. So another thing we're working on is the VO2 challenges, a 4-week reset with Debbie, doing the content for her. We're starting to get that a little bit better. I do have a meeting in an hour to talk to who she normally does her content with, so we can get around the same page and make sure that we just get content keep coming up. Which reminds me, I got to make sure that I finish my Friday edits, because I didn't do my Friday edits as I was just doing Friday type of thing. We did do some stuff over the weekend and golf, so it was fun. I did do some recordings, but normally I never put it out, just because the weekend I take some time just to chill out a little bit. You know, I don't worry too much on like the work aspect, and kind of just let that for the week, so that way I can find a way to decompress and reset, you know, as best you can, because it's really, really, really tough sometimes. But with that being said, I also have to make sure that I stay on my grind on things, because, you know, it's a never-ending battle, and I'm gonna have to start selling a lot more, whether it's myself or programs or potentially vehicles. We'll see what happens. But one thing I did do over the weekend that I'm going to try to continue on and see how it works out, and because this is the dream and the goal, one of my boot camp members actually set me up with her sister to talk about acting. So as long as I take it serious, and that's how I see it, you know, as long as I take it serious, like I have a coach. So, I mean, I was telling her as well that I am a PT coach. Like, I help people, you know, whether they have done it before or just need a refresher or never have done it. Like, it really is a thing about, you know, learning and growing that much quicker, being with that one-on-one space, because you can directly tap into kind of that knowledge of the person. So it's nice to get you ahead, because she knows things. She's been in you know, that world that I know nothing about, and she could slowly integrate me or throw me, you know, head first. And so I'm excited for being able to give myself the opportunity, because, you know, prior to that, I never even sought out the interest, even though I would keep telling myself, oh, I want to do this, oh, I want to do this, I want to do this, you know. And then, you know, one day someone was like, well, I mean, here's an outlet, so go get some information. And I'd be stupid to say no. So I said yes. And now we will start having a little bit more, maybe compilations on here about, you know, doing some acting stuff or practicing as well. So that could be another thing. Oh, I'm getting very close though into hammering out a good schedule for myself, so that way I could focus on what I need to focus on, the times that I need to focus on, and that way I can have a better transition of things, like especially in the morning, you know, getting my trades in, getting my money in, getting all that like mumbo jumbo out the way, and then, you know, once that, because that's definitely for the future type thing, you know, that's the investment stuff that I really need to make sure we hammer in, and then, you know, get to the day-to-day stuff, because there's a whole lot of day-to-day stuff that we have, that we can do and will do and need to do to help us progress. I'm a little tired. Dang, that car got smashed with bullet holes. Cool. Why is it over here? I don't like that. Anywho, I should have had, gotta stop saying anywho, I should have had my mic on me, but I did not, unfortunately. But it's okay. I will put it on for the rest of the day. I still have some cleaning to do in my house. I have a super ambitious project that is the Millennium Falcon, which again, I had expressed interest with people and expressed interest a little bit on Instagram on whether it'd be a good idea for my guests for the podcast to come in and do the Millennium Falcon with me as a part of the interview process. So I kind of thought no one really does that, no one has that, and it could be something that people would enjoy, you know, like Lego is a thing. Like Lego is literally like growing ever so slightly with, you know, adults and kids, and, you know, growing more expensive too, but might as well get a little bit, you know, back out of it. And then, you know, I think it would be fun because also everyone would have a piece, you know, to play, not only in, you know, the creation of this podcast, but also, you know, the creation of this Millennium Falcon would be, you know, a bunch of different hands put together, you know, and help me with it. You know, it wasn't just like me, you know, and there's 7,000 pieces. Like, I don't see why not. Hey, chill out. We're friends, remember? I gave you food. Yeah. The dogs across the way, they're always kind of barking at me, whether it's 5 a.m, 6, 7, 8. I always just, you know, harp at them for shits and gigs, but then also I always remind them, like, hey, bro, remember that one time I gave you pizza? Like, we should be friends. Like, you sniff me, you know me, we're Gucci, type of thing. Anyhow, finally back home, and it's time to work on some stuff because the time is now. Damn, I forgot my mic. Dang. Today has been a good combination of getting this guy. Oh my god, that is so wild. I don't know what this guy does, but he comes into the dispensary and man, he always tells the craziest stories. I don't know if he gets himself into stuff or what. Or it's the stuff telling him the stories, you know what I'm saying? But that guy's always a character. So today I had to go through a lot of different things, put on a lot of different hats, and semi bit of an overload, and still learning lessons in the market. I did a perfect morning, and again, should have just walked away, but of course, instead, I'm like, well, let it roll, and then we did good, and then let it roll, and then we did bad at just repeatedly, just missed the mark. I for sure bought in at times I didn't need to, and it was a sell, and yeah, so I know better, and it's just funny, and I'm trying to force it, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to force it, and I'm like yeah, and it's really funny and tough because I'm gonna have to learn what it is to just be disciplined and sit down. Like, it's actually obscenely wild, and it's gonna take some time. It's gonna take some hard lessons. It's gonna maybe take me, you know, one more time to dive in and put more money in to bring myself up to a manageable level, because I just want to jump on everything and win everywhere, and you can't. You can't. And if you try, you're gonna fail. Some people can. I mean, I can't. So I have to stick to something, and yeah, I don't got the luck of the draw. It's just like my finger hit the right button at the right time, you know. And I don't always have the time to be able to pay attention to jump away at max point or not. You know what I'm saying? If you know, you know. But for the most part, still got a long ways to go. And I have to, again, just swallow my pride and continue to try. along with that, I also got an email to a book that I gotta check out and try to fall asleep reading, and it's The Work of an Actor, I think it was called. So we're gonna have to really take some time to kind of move into finding a way to not only make the pieces fit together, but then also, like, you say you want to do this, so you got to do it. And you got an opportunity, so don't squander it, type of thing, type of feeling. You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited, nervous, a little overwhelmed, but I think as long as I just keep stepping, a lot of the times we ourselves put ourselves even further behind just by not moving as well. So I feel as though sometimes I get too cumbersome with things, and then I just stop moving. And I'm just like, I don't know where to go. So that's why having a schedule, and then small goals, tasking things out makes it a little bit easier, because you don't have to do it all at once. And sometimes you feel like you do. This world goes by so fast, and things happen in the blink of an eye, and you could win moments, you could lose moments, and you never know, like whether or not I couldn't get through with these cars. Nope, did not. Okay. It's been a good day, though. It's been a good day. Been able to do some things, have some conversations, learn more, get a better general direction of where I want things to go. But I gotta start figuring out how I'm gonna be able to focus on some of these things that I really need to focus on, considering I feel as though they're gonna need my attention. So I gotta repurpose that morning, because I feel as though my clientele is losing out on me. So we gotta make sure I make that time worth it. But for now, we're gonna go coach. Finish the day off strong with laundry that's never ending. Man, we got this. It's tough. Good things will come. I just gotta get things done, I just gotta get things done. The more you get things done, easier it is. Sometimes life, just keeps putting shit on your plate. Just keep swimming, just keep swimming, just keep swimming, swimming. Yeah. I'm excited, actually, because I have to really think about, like, why. I have to remember the why, because all of the things together, they just seem like, ugh. But I have to remember, like, the why. The why are we doing this? Like, the enjoyment of, like, just keep swimming, like, kind of just brought me a smile, because I'm like, Dory, funny, quote, movies, relatable, life, the goal, the dream, acting, movies, voice acting, whatever, but that media, that entertainment thing, that art is something that still just, like, gives me a smile, and that's why we do it. And you gotta remind yourself, because it gets tough, and I'm not very good at reminding myself. I am good at keeping at least, like, a happy looking face, and like, trying and doing what I can to uplift others and this and that and stuff. But I definitely forget to remind myself to stay on top of my own me, and make sure, like, I'm taken care of, because it gets more difficult when you don't take care of yourself. So you gotta mentally, physically, spiritually, like, take care of your shit, man. Take care of yourself. Like, you only got one you. Don't overload it with all this other crap. And I feel as though I am a little bit, if I don't get that me back. So gotta get that little bit of me back. For now, let's go give it to the people. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, guys. Seriously. More to come. Dailies, Monday through Friday. Let us be clear on our dailies. Our dailies are Monday through Friday. The timing of when I started and the numbers themselves don't really correspond to like the Monday through Friday aspect. But I promise you, when you start to catch, you'll see. Again, still would like to do a little bit of a better. I don't think there's anything beneficial, honestly, of dropping them later in the day rather than just like the next day. But I think I gotta drop them the same time and the next day correctly. So I feel like I've been all over the place with that. And then especially, you know, what the hell was that? This guy literally went in, backed up just to make a left. Crazy. Sorry, I jump all over the place all the time. But just to make things easier, I'm gonna have to get me a better posting schedule and then post that schedule to like daily posts, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. and then, you know, reels 12 o'clock, you know. Anywho, let's go train people on how to be better. That's how we grow. Feedback. If Zeno calls me back, then maybe we'll go to an open mic night and see what's up with Cali. But if not, we'll probably hit the gym. After we get this pre-workout in, we gonna hit the gym. We gonna hit the gym. Oh man, yes we are. We should just, it's gonna suck and it's gonna be funny, but we're gonna do it. Update on the day, I didn't have my client later, so I just had a class to coach, which was amazing as always. Smaller class today, I don't know where everyone was at. Fifth AM was just not there. It's fine, you know, it's the beginning of the month and I know we're all busy doing stuff. Speaking of busy, this project that I'm going to show you has been going on for about 44 hours. It's at 25% and this is what it looks like so far. Now, I didn't really think this would be a project that I was going to do or the ambition of how long it would take. I was literally just playing around with this thing and found it and then put the file on a drive and punched it in and was like, okay, let's check it out. I grossly overestimated how long it would take this. And it seems it's going to take a week at the rate that it's going, it being only 44 hours in the job. Also, this has been going for 44 hours straight. Wild. Like, no human can do that, you know? A 3D printer can. Technology. Computers. Crazy. You know, as long as it's got power, that's another thing. Hopefully it doesn't cut off or anything. But nonetheless, super ambitious project, and this thing's just whittling away slowly. So I'm excited to show you guys what it's going to look like after, because it's going to be killer. And another ambitious project, of course, lies right next to it. I guess I just have my projects right here. The Millennium Falcon, baby. She's still sitting and waiting. Let me know. Should we do something like build it during the podcast? Should we build the Millennium Falcon during the podcast? Any takers? Episode by episode, people can take their time and help me build it, and everyone will get a piece. So, not an actual piece, but like a piece in, you know, putting it together. It'll have, you know, a lot of people's hands on it, type of thing. But you're gonna have to glue it. And that's the only thing. So that way it doesn't get destroyed. You know? I think it's a cool thing. I had never seen anyone do it or try it. So I think we should check it out. This guy's looking like his eyebrow was making like an evil. See what I'm saying? It's looking a little evil at me. I don't know how I feel about this. Put the eyebrows up more. Better. Better. Yeah, a little better. There we go. He looks a little bit happier. That was wild. He looks scary. If it drops down like that to make it look like it, I'm gonna start to call the priest.
Shrumption. I don't know. That's better. Okay, now he's happy. Anywho, yeah. So let me know feedback, guys. Like, I'll do this. Like, I have currently this weekend planned for a podcast, actually. So I'm excited for that. It is during the Super Bowl, so we might have to reschedule. I'm not sure yet, but I did see that. So she agreed, I agreed. We'll see what happens. I still, of course, have Zeno popping up through the daily vlogs in my life. Still haven't got him to be on yet, and we will have that, a collaboration. I was also talking to one of my coworkers as well at Dr. Green Thumbs, and just let him know, like, hey, you guys are all invited. We just need to take time and sit and do it. And maybe I'll just have to do it with these mics. Maybe it's just, we'll have to be as that way. I'll just bring my camera and use this mic, or use this phone and this mic. But nonetheless, I think we got to get that ball rolling. Keep that ball rolling. And I know we're doing the daily vlogs, but yeah, I really want to get in front of people, and I really got to practice my acting. So that's another thing to come. So today I think we're gonna finish off as best we can with the gym. Come home, eat, chill out, practice acting, practice some guitar, end the day, restart tomorrow with organization, planning, getting some things done that I really need to get done. I only have one client tomorrow, and then I have my son, so I have no excuses. Don't let yourself. Also, be smart with trading. Tomorrow, I'm only going to be doing a certain session, and that's it. I'm going to most likely lose all that I have today again, and then restart it again tomorrow. It's okay. Lesson learned. Gotta learn our lessons. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, guys. Okay? So you can't tell this, but I'm on my way to the gym. Now there's a lot of things I got on my way. Laundry, halfway done. Learning, halfway done. This day, halfway done. 3/4 of the way done. Fitness goal, none. Financial, done. I'll give me that one. I'll give me. Why are there so many cars moving around? God damn. People, relax. Anywho. Jeez. We're alive. We're good. Faith restored. I had a quick text, a quick conversation. Something. Sometimes you think you feel you need a good talk. A good reminder. A driving home factor. This is the way. This is the way. The things that line up specifically. They draw you to them. You do them. You enjoy them. Sometimes you force yourself, but like in the position that you were previously in. Are we going? We're going. Okay, cool. That you were previously in, that you were like, it just, made yourself being forced because of your emotional state, but like it just flips your script. It's completely one of those things where you align yourself as it were. And as different things keep happening in my life, and I feel the joy and excitement and the alignment of these things, I appreciate and I will try to accept and try to follow through with these different things, because like I know there's so many distractions, so many different things going on, and I let myself get distracted by a lot of those things. We're probably at like a 20-80, man. Like we're 20% on it and then 80% noise, and the goal is to just keep chipping away at that and make it like 2179. Just like slowly chipping away at it, and the more that we can get that going and less of the noise, the further that we could go in the things that we're aligning with now. And it's exciting to kind of think about, and scary at the same time, because it means commitment, it means change, it means being something different than you previously were. And that's wild, because when we find our ways, we stick to them. We're creatures of habit, and these things, become who we are, and it's hard for us to shed them. So there aren't things that you really need to shed sometimes. It just need to transform and change and evolve, I guess. And it's, you aligning with yourself. So we'll see what happens. I mean, I feel as though I am definitely a person who likes to advocate for, this push, as weird and corny and sounds like everyone else type of vibe, but fuck it. Like, fuck it. It's gonna be fun, period. Make life fun. Make life enjoyable. Be happy. The goal is happiness. Find yourself along the way, and the Buddhists say peace, man. Peace and joy and happiness. So, let's find some peace within, some happiness around, and some joy to be had. Because right now, I'm going to put my physical form through some pain and punishment. And I call it pain and punishment, but it's actually, something that makes me stronger every day. I mean, it's painful and it's punishing, but overall, it makes me grow. Stronger and stronger. You gonna take that front spot? Nope. Cool. I am going to take the front spot. Let's go get a workout in. Brought to you by the Rich Fit Engine. The Rich Fit Engine could start your workouts today. Rich Fit. I'm just playing around now, okay. I got a hip hinge. I'm gonna be playing around with my body today with split squats, barbell, back squats. Dang, I'm trying to think what else. I just looked at that workout too. That's so crazy. Post Malone's in my head. Everyone said he did a great job, but I didn't get to see his performance at the Grammys. I just saw part of the song that he sang, which was War Pigs. And, great. But, I don't know. I'm too used to Ozzy singing it, and he did do a song with Ozzy, which I definitely enjoyed, but again, I definitely, I just feel as though he's his way. I don't know. I didn't get to hear him go. Oh Lord, yeah. So I don't know. Not really sure how I feel. Yeah, about everything. Cause again, I still didn't get to watch it. Okay, let's see. No, that's a scap. There we go. Eesh. Dang, man, 20 minutes in and I'm barely done with my warm-up. I'm talking to our FTAs too much. Let's go do some squats. Bro, this is a bullshit ass fucking workout, dude. I'm just telling you right now. I'm supposed to go just straight 2 plate. I did my workout and I was like, all right, you got set of 8 with 80%. This is 80% max 1 rep. My max 1 rep is 3 plates. That's 325. 80% is 280. That's bullshit. I'm only gonna do 2 plates. I know, I'm already going to be sad about this. But I have to practice actually a goblet squat because I did not practice a goblet squat. So I got my activation. So this is a smaller bar. Fuck. Oh well. At the moment, so I'm just gonna have to deal, and it's gonna probably hurt a little bit. Oh my god. One, 2, 3, 4. There we go. 5, 6, 7. Damn. 5. There's a regular bar right next to us. We're gonna have to use it. Man, are you kidding me right now? I guarantee it's the same bar. It's the same bar. It's the same bar. I swear, it looked different. I couldn't understand what the weight was because my body's so fatigued, low key. Man, that's crazy. I just switched the weights to the same bar. Dumb. Okay. One, 2. Two down, 2 to go. I'm gonna review the footage. I just want you guys to see how annoying this workout really is, because I did 8. I only needed to do 4 to 6, but I did 8. And now I'm doing 80% max, 135 lat pull down, 4 to 6. Okay, I can do more than that. That wasn't too crazy. I didn't know that. I might have gotten stronger. 150. The other option was weighted pull-ups, and I just wasn't feeling it right now. Although 4 to 6 weighted, okay, maybe. But for now, I'm gonna make it easy on myself. Look, this is not me complaining, I swear. This is me talking to you about a great workout put together by the Rich Fit Engine. His full body is crazy. Because now we're gonna go 50-pound dumbbell, 10, then we're gonna do RDO, 10. So I did 1 set already, so let's see how the second set feels, because I think I should be at 45. Dude. Relax. That was weird. Nine. Come on, baby. Stop fucking playing. Yeah, take way too much time on that shit. Sorry. Okay, here we go. You know, if you guys like videos like this, let me know. Let's go. Okay, all right, closing out the gym. We did it a couple times last week. Today is Monday, we just did it. Really don't know if I'm a fan of it, but I mean, it's crazy, man. I was there for an hour and 43 minutes. Like, I don't know, like a lot of things just weren't like a factor. Except for, I guess, time at the very end. Like, if I would have gone just slightly a little bit earlier, then, you know, I probably would have been able to get that full finish, because I actually had split squats and lateral raises before I had my core finisher, which I didn't even record my core finisher because there's actually a couple that was next to me, a younger bunch of kids, and they were recording, and I was like, do you want me to make sure I'm not in the angle? I got you. It was just kind of funny because they were doing they were both doing glute work, so I just thought it was kind of cool, you know. I did not expect this workout to be what it was. I appreciate the engine delivering, so I had a good time. My body hurts. I'll be feeling it later for sure because my shit was crazy, and it was a little difficult to get in the zone. But then once I was on the third set of my squats, which I didn't even need to do 8, I only needed to do 4 to 6, which is absolutely insane because my form definitely broke down by the last 2. So the 4 to 6 would have been perfect with that 2-plate combo. Nonetheless, we made it out alive, and I know tomorrow we'll be hurting. So, time to go grab some food. I got a Mediterranean chicken bowl ordered from Lazy Dog and some Cajun fries because, yep, they're bomb. I just like them. So yeah, that's dinner tonight, and don't worry, I have plenty more steak, but I just had steak last night, steak and eggs this morning, so I had to tone it down a little bit and had to go with something a little bit more gut friendly and cleaner. So we went with the chicken Mediterranean style, which is a great ball of flavor. So we're gonna go pick that up. I'm excited. We're gonna swallow that. It's already 11, and try to go to bed as soon as possible because tomorrow rinse and repeat with better. I'm excited. Also, I am stuck in a trade, so we'll see what happens till the end of the night because I need it to go up, and it is rising. So, fingers crossed. And guys, seriously, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow.